do not practice things that you don't want to become. Because one of the things that happens, let's say you take Danish speakers and you play Danish backwards to them, and you do a scan of brain activity. It's like their brain's lighting up like mad because they don't know how to listen to Danish backwards, so you get a whole bunch of brain involved in a new task. But then as you practice the task and routinize it, less and less brain is involved. So what happens is the activation, this is in your standard right-hand male, and the reason I'm using that as an example, because that's the kind of simplest default brain in a sense. Women are more diffusely organized, and so it's harder to exactly talk about their neurological structure in a simple way. But in a right-handed male, what happens is the activity starts to shift to the left, and then it shifts backwards, and as it does so, the amount of tissue that's activated gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, till you've built a little machine that takes care of that sort of thing. But the thing about that machine is that it's a little machine, it's a habit, and it's actually there, it's built into you. So be careful what you practice, because if you practice it enough, then it becomes, it's like it's you, it's the default you. And then if you want to change it, you can't just undo that stupid machine, it's there permanently. What you have to do is you have to build another little machine that shuts it off. And then another machine that does the other thing. And then if you get stressed, the little machine that shuts the first machine off will stop working, and back your stupid habit will come. So you know, people used to talk about the development of character. And there was something about that that was absolutely right, because character is how you build yourself across time. And it really, really matters. Only practice what you want to become. If you practice other things, well, then you'll become them. So that's not so good. Anything you let win, the internal argument, grows. And anything you let be defeated shrinks, because it's punished. It doesn't get to have its way. So that's another thing really to remember. Don't practice what you do not want to become. And because they're neurological circuits, you build those things in there, man, they're not going anywhere. You can build another little machine to inhibit them. That's the best you can do. Once they're in there, you can't get them out. So, and then the ones you build to inhibit can be taken out by stress, and the old habits will come back up. So you got to be careful what you say and what you do, because you build yourself that way. Sit down for 10 minutes and have a little dialogue with yourself, like you actually wanted to know the answer, you know. So you ask, well, I'm probably doing something stupid that if I quit doing, my life would be better, that I could quit doing, that I would quit doing. And maybe it's not a very big thing because you're not very disciplined, but maybe there's something. Ask yourself that question, man. You'll have an answer in no time flat. Like, well, I should stop doing this. It's like, yeah, I know, and I could, and you know, I won't, but, or maybe I would, but if I did, I know my life would be better. It's like, you can figure that out immediately. And if you do that 100 times, well, you'll be in way better shape. Being and becoming. And that's what you are. You're, for whatever that means, you're an entity that both is and is transforming. And there's a rule that goes along with that, by the way, which is don't sacrifice who you could be for who you are. Which means if you have to choose to transform in a positive direction or maintain your current position, then it's better to transform in a positive direction. Who are you? You're the thing that transforms who you are. Now you're also who you are, but on top of that, you're the thing that transforms who you are. You are the thing that is, and you're the thing that becomes. And you should put the thing that becomes at a higher place than the thing that is. That means you also have to allow yourself to shake off those things about you that you might be pathologically attached to, habits and people for that matter, ways of thinking, all of those things. You have to allow yourself to shake those off, and that's more like a burning. That's why the phoenix is the symbol that it is, right? It's old and it deteriorates, it bursts into flame, and then it's reborn. It's like, well, do you want to be reborn? It's like, well, that's not the question. The question is, do you want to burst into flame? And the answer to that generally is no, but that's the wrong answer. The right answer is you let all that nonsense burn away. And you know, and you might say, well, I don't know what I should leave behind. And the answer to that is that's a lie. You know some of the things that you should leave behind. All you have to do is ask yourself. You'll come up with a list instantly of 100 stupid things that you're doing that you know you could stop doing. Some of them maybe you don't know you could stop doing. It's like, well, fine, leave those alone for now. But there's a bunch of things you perfectly know well that you could stop doing that would improve your life.